This is Trey Pass. Welcome to my review of Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. This is the sequel to Maleficent that came out a couple of years ago. And I was looking forward to this movie because I liked the original with Angelina Jolie and stuff, the character of Maleficent, how that was the whole Sleeping Beauty curse and stuff, and they kind of changed things around, and it was a really enjoyable movie. And Angelina Jolie, I think, gave a really good performance as this character who was thought of as evil and stuff, and she came to love this character named Aurora, and I like the way the story played out in the original, so I was looking forward to seeing this movie after seeing the trailers and stuff. So I was looking forward to this movie. So Angelina Jolie is back as Maleficent, and Ellie Fanning as Aurora, she's back, but they have a new Prince Philip, and I didn't realize until I was reading the credits thing that Brandon Thwaites, who's on Titans, is Dick Grayson, aka Robin, aka Nightwing. He was in the original as Prince Philip, but apparently he was filming Titans, so he couldn't do the sequel. So that's why they had to cast a different actor, Harrison Dickinson, as the new Prince Philip. Okay, and Michelle Pfeiffer joins the cast as Queen Ingrid. Okay, and basically this movie, you see, I can see from the trailer, Prince Philip asked Aurora to marry him. He wants to marry her and kind of unite their people together, and so there'll be peace. And of course the king is all for this, but of course if you see in the trailer, Michelle Pfeiffer's character Queen Ingrid, she has ulterior motives, and this is the same Michelle Pfeiffer. She's just, from the beginning of the movie, you can even see it in the trailer, but she is so obvious and in her sarcastic, even when she's trying to be nice, she's being nasty and snide and stuff. And just like you see in the trailer, she's, Prince Phillips, proposes to Aurora and she accepts, and of course Maleficent doesn't want her to get married because she thinks she's kind of down on love because of events in her past, so she really doesn't want, but nevertheless, she gets invited to the castle to come and have dinner with the king and queen and Prince Philip's family. So she goes, and of course there's an incident that happens, and of course then there's basically war. And like I said, there's no subtlety about it with Michelle Pfeiffer's character, Queen Ingrid. You can tell from the beginning she's the bad guy. I mean, it's totally, she might as well be wearing a sign that says villain on it. I'm the villain of this piece, because it's so obvious. And so she has ulterior motives, and she wants to destroy Maleficent and stuff, and she has her reasons, which they go into in the movie and stuff, but she's so blatantly obvious with it. It's like she might as well be, like I said, flashing neon lights saying villain, I'm the villain, then the villain, I'm the villain. Okay, and like you see in the trailer, this is conflict that brings conflict between, of course, Aurora and Maleficent. Okay, and then we get introduced actually to more people of her kind, and the only kind of down part of this movie is that they really, they introduce you to this world of these creatures that are obviously like Maleficent, but they really don't go into it. They don't really give you more depth of those characters. I mean, you get introduced into that world, and you get introduced to various characters. Ed Skrein plays one of these memorable characters, and of course, Chinua Ejiofor plays Kano, the guy who rescues Maleficent and introduces her to this world that apparently Maleficent forgot about, where she comes from. And we get this conflict that's going to happen between these creatures who want they want just to start this war, and of course Michelle Pfeiffer's character who wants to start a war and wipe all people, wipe all those people out, the fairies and all that stuff. She wants to wipe them out, and so that's the conflict. And again, this is an enjoyable movie. It's like I said, the characters are, you still have the little fairies and stuff, a lot of cute characters in here and there. And Michelle, like I said, Michelle Pfeiffer, again, might as well be wearing a mustache and twirling it, because she's chewing the scenery left and right. Is this obvious evil character and stuff. And you have to see basically how it plays out, how people come to see that she is truly evil, and she does some really despicable things in this movie and stuff. And will true love win out? Will there be peace? You can pretty much predict what's going to happen, and it goes to form. But it's still an enjoyable ride to watch, and I enjoyed it again as a sequel to. It's okay, not as good as the original, but I did like. The only, like I said, negative for me is I wish they would have spent more time with Maleficent's people and stuff, and find out exactly how, or maybe they saved that for the sequel, how she came to be, separated from her people and stuff, and how these creatures, existed all that time before, but how her, her knowing about it and stuff. So I wish they would have give you more of that. But Michelle Pfeiffer's character she does the villain thing, the villain speak, to give you her reasons why she is the way she is, why she's so mustache twirling evil and stuff. And like I said, Michelle Pfeiffer, like I said, I guess it started with all the way back to Scarface. She does a resting bitch face really, really good. Even when like I said, when she's trying to be nice, she's just sarcastically, and just has that snide look on her face. It just says, it screams villain, villain, villain. I'm a villain. I'm the villain. I'm the bad guy of this piece. Okay, but other than that, like I said, Ellie Fanning is good, and I thought Harrison Dixon is as Prince, the new Prince Philip, was okay, and he has decent chemistry with Ellie Fanning. I do think Brandon Thwaites had better chemistry with her from the original original movie, but it is what it is with the casting. But again, Angelina Jolie, I think she did a decent job again, but I wish they would have had her spend more time with her people and stuff, and got to know them. So her and Chiwetel Ejiofor have good chemistry together because they've been in other movies before, and they have good chemistry here. And I just wish they would have spent more time, a portion of the movie with her people and stuff, and learning about them and everything in their past and stuff. But you can't have everything. But other than that, it's still a decent sequel. Like I said, it's a little telegraphed. Like I said, it's telegraphed that how evil Michelle Pfeiffer character is from the very beginning, and you just know she's evil, and it just plays out with her evil schemes and stuff, and her plans and all that stuff. It's just kind of obvious, and it kind of plays out that way. But it's a decent movie, and it will give you a smile on your face when things, because this is a fairy tale thing, and things work out. It's a fairy tale. You can kind of predict, that that things will work out a certain way. So I enjoyed it, and definitely, if they make a sequel, I would love for them to explore those Angelina Jolie's people, the people and where they came from and stuff, and their origins and stuff. I think that would be cool. But anyway, I'm going to give Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, I'm going to give it a 7. Okay? Again, I think the original was a better movie, obviously, but this is a decent sequel. Not as good as the original, but an okay sequel. That's not, not better, of course. I think it's a step below Maleficent. Okay? But it's still a decent movie. If you're a big fan of those characters, Aurora and Maleficent and stuff, you'll definitely be interested in seeing the sequel. Again, so 7 for me. Anyway, let me know what you think of Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. If you've seen it, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button down below. I have links to my social media in the description box, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also have a link to my other channel, called Views and Opinions. Please check this out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.